Hey, I'm back. It's me, Krista Marie, Reality of Krista Marie, and this is the Vanderpump mid-season trailer. We were just talking over on Jersey when I did the Jersey live, and we were discussing stuff, and I wanted to talk about this. So I made a separate stream to go over the trailer for Vanderpump, and then some of the latest stuff that's leading up to tonight's episode. So I know it's last minute, and I don't know if anybody's going to come into the room. Nobody's here yet, except I do see people on Twitter. So I am live on Twitter right now, YouTube, and Facebook, and I will be on TikTok and Reddit, and there's one more. I can't think of it right now. Later on, I will download that from here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to drink. And again, this is Reality of Krista Marie. This is the YouTube channel. The Who's 31 podcast is on this channel. And hello, Larja. And the podcast, Housewives and Headlines, is on all your podcast platforms now. And that's the podcast I started with, Housewife Historian Lynn's. Again, I forgot to tell you, I keep forgetting to say this on my other platforms that iTunes takes a couple days in processing, so it will be on there, just not yet. So if you do rate and review, please do it on Spotify. And that's awesome too. Don't forget to also hit your notification thing as well, because I just was reminded that you guys do get notifications from my channel. So not only am I like putting on good thumbnails and stuff everywhere, but I forgot that you guys get notified. So let's talk about the trailer. Vanderpump trailer. Now, again, I was saying I have not really been like hearing too much more. I mean, the trailer blew my mind. I wish that I had it ready to screen share. I'm kind of afraid to put my screen share up because I don't know what I have pinned. So I'm just going to play it. I mean, like, if you guys haven't seen it, you have to see it, but at least listen to this. And then I'll see if I can try to pull it up as a screen share. But it's wild. And I'm like watching it and I'm like, this reminds me of not Vanderpump. Like, this reminds me of not even like more than Housewives. Like, but I just can't think of the show. Like, more like a scripted thing. Of course, people, come on. All right, let's make sure I don't get my notifications. Put this in. I mean, it's literally wild to watch. I guess, you know, that's, I'm going to have to shut notifications off because that's going to keep happening. But yeah, it's wild to watch. I mean, seriously, yeah, it is. And like, I really want to do it as a screen share right now, but let's just play it. I'll play it and I'll see if I can figure out why it's playing and see if I can bring it up on there, because I really feel like you guys need to see, if you haven't seen it, like you need to see it to understand what I mean, because it's like, you did? Oh, I didn't see that, Larja. I will have to check that too. Have you shared that yet with everybody else? With the whole class or just the chat? Because if not, I know you're working, but did you want to share it? I don't know where to find it. What was I just doing? Oh, sorry. Mid-season trailer. Okay. Another thing too, like I know that but maybe you guys don't know, but like with laptops and phones, like the screens are different. It's hard to do some things some things you can do on a laptop with your YouTube like your studio and all, and there's some things you can only do on the app. And okay. Oh, gotcha. You know what? You're right. And me playing Bravo stuff always gets me in trouble, so it's probably a good idea. Let me just play the trailer this way then. And then yes. So, where are we at here? Because I feel like a lot of this trailer, definitely they made it with the new stuff that they filmed last week. But I also feel like a lot of it was already recorded, and it was just the stuff that every time she said things, we thought she was talking about Schwartz. You know? Okay, where's the trailer, guys? Well, that's mine. Like, it's wild. And again, Sandoval, I meant Sandoval. Jax is on Watch What Happens Live tonight. Why is he on Jax? Why is Jax on Watch What Happens Live? Why? Is the stupid loser show that he's on, is that on Bravo? I really hope not. Okay, here we go. Brock and Sheena's.
Wow, it looks amazing. We got the space. We got the space.
Are they going to open for us? I'm excited. I don't know what to expect.
I think the music makes it worse.
I was the OG home wrecking whore of this group, and then came Lala, and now here you are.
I think that was recorded before this.
We're not divorced yet. This is my husband. He's like married with kids.
He wants to the out of Raquel.
You guys are disgusting. I want to light them both on fire. I want you to know.
I did not see. I'm seeing things for the first time now. I didn't see Sandoval and Raquel in the pool. Oh, look at the video. All right. If I look at the video, and you mind if I play it while I'm on here, Larja? I just can't play it, like physically play. I can't play it, right?
Kind of what you signed up for.
Or do you mean after I'm done?
Should I ask Ali to marry me?
I'm so done.
Having sex like 4 times a year.
I cannot have sex with somebody who feels like a stranger.
Open relationships are tall.
This is it.
No, Ariana in the pool, that is her best friend, bro. We know that, right? I found that out this morning. And I was joking, and like I said earlier, I called Zach, or messaged Zach. I said, this is us. We're having our Ariana and Brett moment when you come to Philly.
Full-blown love affair.
I wish we both would have tried harder.
You don't deserve one tear of mine. She saw the both of you at the Abbey together.
You don't know what's going on between us.
I don't regret our relationship.
I think she's talking to James there.
So much rage in me.
Man.
You will learn how to deal with your problems.
You want anything?
For you to die.
Okay, thank you, Large. I just wanted to clarify to make sure you were okay with me playing it at all. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, so Larja has something that she sent to our DMs. And you see what she says. So let's see. Again, I should have been I was going to actually go looking for like the news, like on Vanderpump, why we're doing this live. But I will start there because I'd be seeing a lot of stuff for the first time. If anything else has happened, like, you know, yeah, this is crazy. It's from TMZ. Okay. I'm not going to say shit about TMZ until afterwards, but TMZ, man, they must be owned. Like, they must be part of the Illuminati. I swear they are. I really swear they are. They're the ones that come up with all the narratives about all the dead celebrities that commit suicide and are on drugs again. Okay, so here we have a interview from Raquel, right?
How you doing?
Good.
How are you holding up ever since everything broke out?
I'm holding up okay.
Okay.
A little rough, but I'm hanging in there.
Okay, I see your face kind of cleared up.
Yeah.
That's good. Sheena claims she never hit you. Is that true, or is she like who's lying? Who's saying the truth? Like,
Sheena knows what happened that night.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to go into it too much.
okay.
I do have a permanent scar
Okay.
on my eyebrow.
Oh wow, yeah, I see it.
So,
Okay, how do you feel about the show tomorrow? Just meeting everyone.
I know I have to take accountability for my actions.
Yeah.
Completely prepared to do that.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Have you apologized to yeah? Have you guys talked or?
I don't know if you guys heard what she said real quick, but she said she's totally prepared to take accountability for her actions. She looks extremely disheveled and like she's worried, but not really. I don't know, guys.
I prefer not to say.
Okay, that's probably.
I know I have to take accountability for my actions.
Yeah.
Completely prepared to do that.
Okay.
And,
Okay, have you apologized to or yeah? Have you guys talked or how's that?
I talked on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I apologized to her over
Okay.
text, but she didn't
Yeah.
receive it very well. So.
Okay, what'd she say back?
I prefer not to say.
Okay, it's probably
Just know it
yeah.
wasn't,
I'm your homeworking
Okay.
whore.
How did it start? Like you and Tom? How was it just something that just happened out the ordinary, or just, you know?
it started off as a friendship
Okay.
and turned into something more.
Uh huh.
But I'm sure we'll go into detail
Yeah.
about that.
Okay.
Started as a friendship, turned into
Was
something more.
the kiss to you and Tom? People think it was a cover up for the other Tom, you and Tom Schwartz. When you guys kissed, people think it was a cover up for you and Tom's affair. Is that true, or was that just for?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I genuinely had an interest in Tom Short.
Yeah.
And there's a genuine curiosity there. So
Okay.
that's a cover up.
All right. So are we gonna see?
She was generally interested in Tom Schwartz, but she was fucking Sandoval by then. Remember?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
I genuinely had an interest in Tom Short.
Yeah.
And there's a genuine curiosity there. So
Okay.
that's a cover up.
All right. So are we gonna see more you and Tom Sandoval, or what's your relationship with him? When's the last time you talked to him?
I don't know where a relationship is going to be.
Okay.
We're just kind of trying to get through these next few steps and
Yeah.
trying to, make amends, hear everybody out. I know
Yeah.
Hear everybody out?
So,
Yeah.
I think just getting through these next few steps and seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
We're not going to really move on anything.
It's not over, but I am sorry. But if you're going to do all this, I swear, you guys better be in love. It better be a goddamn love affair that's like literally going to last forever. You better get married. This better be worth what the hell they did to Ariana. I understand people get divorced, people get separated, people cheat, people fall out of love or whatever. They're not happy. Not everybody cheats with their best friend, their girlfriend's best friend, and not everybody does this and this amount of sociopathic behavior.
And I mean, we all make mistakes, and I feel
They
like
went so
sometimes, people kind of. Okay. Have you talked to any other cast members?
No.
No, you haven't. Okay. Have you reached out, or they just been? I feel like people attack you too much. I mean, things happen, and I mean, we all make mistakes, and I feel like sometimes,
This guy's
people
good.
kind of need to not attack someone too much. You know what I mean?
This guy's good.
Yeah, and I feel like you're taking
It's been
accountability.
a lot. I've been
Yeah.
kind of off social media altogether.
Okay.
I've been advised to do that. So,
Yeah, that was smart.
but it has been a lot.
Uh,
But I guess, there's consequences to my actions.
Yeah.
She's laughing.
Through too much. So, here we are.
Okay. What do you think about Lala? She's been kind of aggressive towards you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she always has been aggressive.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is she so,
Apparently,
why is
she knew
so
something we didn't
kinda
know.
mean towards you, super
You would
aggressive?
have to ask her that question. But
She already told you. What do you mean?
Did Tom Schwartz know about the whole affair? I mean, no, he didn't know about it? Okay. So, when you guys, when did it start? When's the first time you kind of,
we'll go into that at the reunion tomorrow.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, there was a rumor on Twitter, I gotta ask you, that you guys had a threesome. I know it's a little far-fetched. Is that true, or?
No,
Oh, that's not, okay, so that's not true. Okay. All
What in
right,
there?
Raquel, well, I wish you all the best. I hope you have a great day.
thanks.
All right, thank you. How are you doing?
Wow. So, okay. I mean, hey. It's like, yeah, exactly. Here comes the victim. I mean, look, she's not denying anything. And the fact that she literally said that she has a genuine interest in Schwartz. So you were genuinely interested in Katie's husband, ex-husband, whatever. I was all for that one before. I mean, yeah, I feel very disillusioned. I think that literally, she's not sorry. I feel like they're not in love now. I didn't think they were. I feel like Tom is just literally was some lonely old man who was like, I love you, Tom, but I'm not anymore. Some lonely old man who, probably wasn't making his girlfriend happy either. And she wasn't making happy, whatever. They should have broken up. This woman, this person should have never, they should have never crossed that one line. There's a line where you actually cross when you know that shit is not right. Things that are weird between you two. Let's not hang out as much as we are. Maybe we shouldn't kiss, or maybe let's not even if we're starting to have feelings, we shouldn't do this. Let me figure out what I got going on over here first, and you figure out your shit, and then we'll talk about this later. Still no, because it's her friend. But I think she was using this as a moment, and Tom was lonely. And Tom was looking, I don't know, Tom, dude. The fact that Schwartz said that you were saying it was escapism when you were out on tour or whatever, you were obviously, now we know what you meant. And when he said it was at my expense, Tom Schwartz's expense, I think that they meant Tom got blamed for the Raquel stuff. And because he was out running on from his problems and hooking up with her, Tom's out here dealing with the crap about Raquel, and he's out screwing Raquel. And that's why he's not coming back and working on Sandy and Schwartz, because he was too busy screwing her when he was on tour, and that's why he escaped. And that, to me, is really shitty. Because, again, we did see her out there. We did see videos of her out there. And I know that, like, I'm usually, like, I literally try to see why people do what they do. Like, I don't think that generally most people are bad people. I think that hurt people. I think people make mistakes. I feel like it's what you do afterwards. And if, like, it doesn't become a pattern, and if it does become a pattern, you have to recognize that it's probably you. I am the same way. I'm self-reflective. I know this. I'm the first to tell you exactly what is wrong with me. And if there's more that's wrong with me, it's really hard for me to hear. And I'll ask everybody, what's wrong with me? I feel like these two, she did it for an opportunity for the show, which is, it's disgusting. Again, you sold your soul to Bravo. You used your 15 minutes and you ruined it. Like Lala said, you completely took your 15 minutes and screwed it, because you could have done a lot more. You finally got your place. You finally were going to be like the it girl in the show, and you turn around and you do some disloyal shit that nobody's literally, shut up, Kevin. It literally is never going. I hate you, Rio. Fix those eyebrows. What's wrong with my eyebrows? Fix your eyebrows, buddy. How about you fix your eyebrows, buddy? Okay? Don't make me do a Real Housewives of Methville. Stop. Now I'm all weird. Now I feel weird. I'm all shiny and stuff. She doesn't I just feel like she doesn't. I feel like she's very angry at, like, maybe like Lala for being so mean to her. But I think she really, like, she got disillusioned by reality TV and thought that her life was really actually reality. It was like reality TV, that she was still playing some show or some game or something, and like she was part of the show, and then didn't realize that it actually is real life, that you actually did some real life dumb shit and some disloyal shit, and the show is literally gonna, like, it'll be used against you. This isn't like something that we go, oh, it's not like Kristen and Stassi and like that whole thing. That was like season 2. They were like 20-some years old. They were barely in a relationship. It was horrible, disgusting. Jax is a piece of poop. But, I gotta plug my own. Hold on, guys. I gotta plug this in. What do I do with my plug this thing in? But thank you, Larja Kurz, for that. If you guys have not subscribed to Larja, I should have said that at the very beginning. Larja, I will put your if somebody can put any of my mods are on, if you guys are on, if you can put Larja's channel tag in there. If not, I'll do it after this. I did end up tagging the juice in my last one too. If the link wasn't in the chat, it is there now. So yes, Larja is coming with the juice, coming with the news and stuff and all. I've been trying to stay. I don't know. I kept it earlier. Like, I felt like I was getting too exhausted and I wasn't wanting to do my lives and stuff. And then, like, they don't have an excuse. It's not like I have kids or my husband doesn't expect much from me. I basically can work on me all day. And I should have been sitting here doing my lives every day, and I don't. But I feel like I was trying to figure out why. And not only do I deal with the same shit in my personal life, sometimes with my sister and the same people, not same people, but same bull crap that, like, you just defend yourself. And it's just crazy. And it's like, I'm like, it just reminds me of them because, and then I torture myself. And I do have the best husband, honestly. I didn't deserve him in the beginning, but I deserve him now. Honestly, that's not true. I was working on myself, but like, it took me a while. I am a trooper, aren't I? Shut up. Seriously, I was in my feelings yesterday, man. Like, I'm the first one to be like, for me all the time. If I really want, like, sympathy, like, I know where to go for it. And I know where not to go for it. And you guys, it's probably not the best place. Like, me putting that stuff on there, I was literally just saying, But this girl, man, like, so, and Ariana, oh my God, I love the fact that, like, she did clarify that Brett, the guy that she was naked with in mid-season trailer that there's her best friend and he is not straight, which is amazing because I was like, yes, that is awesome. I love it because I don't care. I will get naked with my gay best friend. Like I will get naked with any gay friend of mine on cam. I don't care. I mean, my husband wouldn't even care. If I told him me and Zach were going to get naked, wasted, and arrested in Philly on April 27th, he'd be like, what else is new? I'm used to it. So, Aaron, make sure I'm going to give you the bail money just in case. That's a joke. That's an inside joke, but just in case. I always have some laying around. That's from PTSD, just saying. And yeah, I was like, see, things are like, all good. But I'm only half kidding. And actually, I'm not really, though. Because I know Aaron's at work. Am I missing any other Vanderpump stuff? Because I feel like I guess I probably should have looked for more news, but like, thank you, Larger, for that. I get too sidetracked. Like I said, I just want to come in here and talk about Vanderpump for a while. And again, I always forget to say that these are my opinions only. And if I say anything and choose to believe anything, it's alleged. I gotta start saying that. Panels, I think I don't mind having it's like if I have somebody up like planned, but I don't want to drop the link just randomly, you know what I mean, in the very beginning, because I get so sidetracked. But if you guys, I'll drop the link now if anybody wants to call and talk about Vanderpump or anything. And I'm just warning anybody now that if you say something and something, and I'm not going to take my lives down any longer. I'm just saying that I'm giving you, I'm going to put the link, and it's all on this is literally, you're literally on your own. If you say something that you regret, and I'm just saying, I wasn't even going to drop the link any longer because I just don't want to be put in a position where that's a thing. But I will. If anything about this triggers you, please do not call. I don't want to get anybody upset. I don't want anybody to get confused. I don't want anybody to argue about anything. We can respectfully disagree, but I'm not going to take any lives down or edit anything out. Unless it's absolutely damaging. I'm just saying. I just needed to say that before I drop the link, in case anybody wants to call in. Erin is definitely an angel, and we definitely do not deserve her. You are right, Natasha. Poor Erin. She had to put up with me as my co-host last year. Now I get why she dumped me. I really do, Erin. I love you. I'm just kidding. Well, I was not literally going to put, I was not trying to circle. I'm literally not going, what's that called? What I was trying to say? Not trying to, I wasn't pointing a finger at anybody. You just give yourself away. You can call, but I'm just saying, I'm just warning everybody. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying everybody. It's not the first, it's just not fair. And I just want everybody to be very mindful before they call that, I said this earlier, this is probably harder than doing a regular podcast where it's like, I can edit stuff out of that. I'm the worst person ever to probably do lives because I literally am inappropriate, say weird shit, overspeak, overtalk, overshare. But I don't talk about stuff I don't know anything about. So, and I try to stay away from topics that that's another thing, guys. Don't please ever bring up politics or anything like that on my channel. I've made the mistake of talking about I'm definitely with Natasha on the one world government stuff. I'm all about the aliens. I am one. That's all good. I do not conspiracies or facts. Just saying. See, this is what I mean. I was not pointing anybody out. I'm literally speaking. I literally have. There's nothing I have not literally done myself, and I have had to. I've gone through the same stuff. I'm the queen of doing that. You know how many times I've literally begged Adam to take stuff off. And I'm like, that's not fair of me. That's not fair of me. He makes money off the channel, and I gotta learn to be a big girl. And I was not even disagreeing with anybody, Natasha. So I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't know why you're getting all pissy and stuff. But if you have to go, then go. But I wasn't even literally was not pointing fingers at anyone. You pointed them at yourself right now. I was not trying to like call anybody out by name or like make anybody like, take notice of somebody, but you just did that, and so do not get mad at me for that. Drop in the link. Let's talk about and let's be clear, Natasha, I've been talking to you. You're the only person that actually told me about this stuff. You're the one who's told me all this stuff. You're the one who went through this stuff with me. And I went through it with you. And I told you exactly how I felt. And you know exactly where I stand. So nobody has to tell me anything. I don't have to talk to anybody. You don't make money off of... Okay. And first of all, how the hell would you know? Okay. Second of all, it's about literally you have to have a certain amount of hours, views, view time, everything. All of that adds up. Every minute counts. It literally does. It counts towards you getting monetized, towards when you get monetized. And it's not even really, literally, if it wasn't about that, like it's more about the fact that like, if you really want to literally get into it, because you're going to get into it, if you're going to say stuff in my comments, I'm going to address it because that's ignorant. Even if that wasn't the case, even if nobody was making any money off of it, the view time, the hour time, the minutes, they count. And if it was the first time, understandable, but it's like the third time that that's happened. So at that point, it's like once is once is a mistake. Second, maybe a coincidence. 3 times, it's like, you even agreed with me that you knew that you had to take some mental time off, whatever. But again, wasn't pointing fingers, wasn't trying to talk about it, wasn't trying to point you out, sick or call you out or anything, but you called yourself out and then said that somebody's talking about you. Nobody had to tell me anything. You did it yourself. You told me everything yourself. And then I told you how I felt about it and you agreed with me. So I don't know. Again, are you really going to argue about how much money somebody makes on YouTube? I don't know what's the point. Why does it matter? What if it's 3 cents? All right. Do you want to call and talk about it? What am I talking about? You asked me to take one of mine down. I did. You asked me to take another one down. I didn't. I had to take the ending off. Then you told me yourself, you asked Larda before to take one down. You said you're protecting both of you, and she did. So actually, maybe this is probably like the 4th time. That would have been the 4th time. Right? I'm going by what you told me. Just what you have told me. And what you have said yourself and agreed with me, that if things like this trigger you and shows like this trigger you, it's okay with one to literally have your opinions about it, but like to have your opinion, voice your opinion, and then ask somebody to, because you don't want people to think a certain way or don't like what you said, ask them to take stuff down. It's literally like, who cares? At this point, it wasn't even about what was being said. It was the fact that like now you're going to argue about somebody should take it down again for like the 4th time. And then you're going to argue with it. What if it was about, even if it wasn't even about the money, like I said, it's still not fair. And it's a real pain in the butt. And like I said, to avoid this, then we just literally probably shouldn't even drop the link. I probably won't drop the link anymore. I don't want anybody to be in a position where that has to happen again. And that's why I said I would love to talk about this stuff, but really, Natasha? That's why I said it and generalized it and didn't say anybody's name. But, okay, again, I just told you what I was talking about. What do you mean you've never asked me? Yes, you did. I just laid it out for you. But you're going to get me, like, arguing right here, okay? I just laid it out for you. You told me that you did it before. You told me that you and Larger started talking about something. You decided to protect the both of you, that she should take that down. And you said she did. No problem. The one that you and I talked about for 4 hours, that one, the very first time that you were on my account, on with me, that one, remember? Took that one down. And then there was another one where you want the ending to come down, or you want me to take the ending off or something, was like, I don't know, maybe I'll find it. Did? Actually, no, I don't know if I did. No, I didn't. I didn't that time. And then, I just deleted the broadcast and took it off of all the other streams. It was literally just not on YouTube. And then this would be now. That would have been 3 times, and this would have been the 4th time. If If Larger would have taken that down, you did ask her to take it down. So that is that does count, right? That does not count. Are we forgetting? Am I forgetting something? Am I missing something? Did that not happen? Am I crazy? Did you not ask me to do that? Did we not have this discussion? And the fact that you literally, yeah, I'm just gonna argue about this right now. Whatever. You did. This is what I mean. So if you don't do that, like, okay, I'm going to say this before I say anything else. Do not dare turn this around on me and say that I'm an evil person and that I'm arguing with you and I'm saying things that are not true. You taking your video. Are you absolutely out of your effing mind? Are you out of your effing mind? It has nothing to do with you. I didn't want to take them down. You wanted me to take them down. Are you effing out of your mind? What are you talking about? You taking my, I only took one down because of you, because you asked me to. And then, and I'm going to freaking, and I will literally, I probably have the messages. And I probably literally have you saying it on that live that we'll probably have to take this one down. And I said, yeah, probably. And then, no problem what? No problem what? You're not making sense. You're not letting, you're saying things and I'm explaining what you're talking about and what I'm talking about. And now you're saying no problem. What is that? So again, am I saying something that's not true? Something that, like, am I crazy? Did I not really hear you say that?
Hey, Krista, what's good, darling? Wasn't that video crazy?
What'd you say, babe?
I said, wasn't that video crazy?
Oh my God. First of all, she looks like she looks awful, which I'm sure she probably is having a bad week or a bad couple of weeks. But she's laughing and crying at the same time, which I know I've been told that, like, I'm a sociopath for doing that. But, like, she's crying and laughing and smiling at the wrong, well, my opinion, the wrong parts. Like, I was talking about apologizing and talking about being with Tom and all that. And that's when she was smiling and then crying about the stuff about, like,
No, she kind of smiled awkwardly the whole time. And I feel like maybe because she was in a pageant world, she's just used to smiling all the time and just smile her way through it. And that's why it comes off kind of cringy, because she doesn't know when to not smile. And it's a defense mechanism too. Plus with that weird nervous laughter she does all the time, like that's because it's just her nervous tick, I feel. I don't really feel like it's like she's getting a kick out of this or getting off on all of this. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like that's all nervous ticking and stuff like that. Because if you really look like at it, it never matches the conversation. So how can it be?
Never.
You know what I mean? It's just off.
I feel like I agree with you, and I feel like she's extremely, and she feels probably like a real asshole and embarrassed. But I would be okay with that if it didn't go on for so long and that you weren't aware of what could possibly happen with social media. And what did you think was really going to happen when people found out? And all the other So I get it I get it. I don't like to be caught with my hands right. You know what I mean? Like I would hate to have, I don't think I could have ever done that, but like say like, you know, I don't like to be caught either. You know what I mean? Like, but I just feel like, what were you thinking? And what did you think was going to happen? You knew that you probably couldn't handle the heat. And
she even said in that video though,
she
said in the video, she didn't really think things through. She said it.
I know, but for that
she's freaking honest, you guys. I feel like that guy caught her off guard. So that was, she didn't practice those answers. Those were totally off the cuff. In that moment, that guy was hecka good disarming her, wasn't he?
Extremely.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yep. I was like, oh, he's good. I was like, oh, he's really good. I'm like that. I was like, he's really, really making her feel comfortable, because that was a long time that she talked to him.
For her to be sitting in front of blush nails, getting her nails done for tomorrow.
I'm just confused on why she said that she was really into Tom Schwartz at that time.
Okay. So I don't think she was seeing Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz at the same time. Watch. I think that might be the only thing I'm still okay about is the timing. And she was legitimately interested in Tom Schwartz. And whatever happened with her and Sandoval happened. And it was after her initial trying to get back at Katie. How are you going to tell this man you're divorced and who he can date? And how are you going to tell me who I can date? You were never nice to me
Right.
anyway. You know what I mean? So I felt like that could have piqued her interest in Schwartz, was Katie's freaking control freak behavior. But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a good idea, and I mean, it
yeah,
was a good idea when it was, you know, not somebody's husband. You know what I mean? Katie, yeah, but like, it would have been a good idea because, you know, technically, to be mean about it, I didn't really like Katie. I mean, they weren't really that good of friends anyway, Raquel and her. But to
right.
put it on TV and all that, But if it's going to be a real relationship and it was going to make them happy, I was all for it. But I just can't.
Right.
I really think that it's. I think that
It's a good thing they
it's a
wait
cover
and try
up.
to have.
Huh?
I feel like if they did try to just be together now, in spite of everything, now that everybody knows right this second, today on March 22nd,
Yeah.
2023, I don't think that would work out long term. I feel like
No.
they're doing a good thing right now. They did a bad thing by having this affair behind Ariana's back. She did not deserve that, period, point blank. And there were a bunch of red flags that as a woman, women should look at. When your man dresses up like your freaking best friend for Halloween, you might need to check a fool. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
was a huge red flag. And definitely don't have no girls sleeping over your house, especially if you guys are drinkers, because if you pass out, there's a hole open. So don't do that. There's like just little things as a woman and other women, I feel like we should do to protect ourselves in situations, because we can't always just blame somebody else, because we were in that relationship too.
I
Plus,
agree. I agree that there's probably a lot of issues that she probably had an idea that he was doing something. I don't think
yes,
I never think in a million years anybody thought Raquel. And I
right,
probably, there probably was signs that a lot was going on that we have not known. But again, figure out what you have going on at home before you sleep with somebody's friend. Because I've had
yeah,
my friends sleep here. I had my best friend slept at my house, and I'm trying to like think like it just screws me up. I know that mean they weren't married, but to me they are. You know, it's just a piece of paper.
yeah. 10 years,
It's a
10
lot. Yeah,
years.
like I'm searching with my
I mean,
husband.
7 years,
Even at our
7 years
worst,
is too long.
I would not suspect that.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's the thing. That's what people like Tom rely on. It's Tom that did it, not Ariana and not Raquel. Tom was the opportunist that saw a wounded Raquel and initiated whatever he initiated on her, because she said she was interested in Schwartz. They were only friends. And then things happened. And I bet Tom made those things happen because it's Tom. He made the things happen with Ariana when he was with Kristen. It's Tom.
He definitely has more of the adult life, adult decisions he's made in life. He's got the adult
Yes.
experience. She is an adult, but I think this is a life
She's an adult,
lesson.
but she's not as seasoned. She's way more, you
Yeah,
know, she's like all, you know how everybody calls her Bambi doe-eyed? She really is like it's innocent girl that fell into this life. And then they're like, oh, she's a fangirl. Well, she's on the right show with the fanboy James.
I mean, I was
She
a
got
fan.
it. If you know what I'm saying? Like, if James can be a fanboy and be on the show for however many eons, acting a fool, doing what he does, womanizing, being drunk, being a jerk, being mean to his friend Logan, all that stuff, and he's on the show and he's a fan favorite. Now we get Raquel who on the show, and now they're like, oh, she's only on the show because she was a fan. You the guys like it like that.
I wish
Like it. You
I'm a fangirl of the show, and I would have done some pretty sketchy things back in the day to be on the show. Just saying, like,
right?
I would have done some pretty sketchy things. I probably would have had a dinner or something with Jax, or I don't know, something just to get on the show.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't have
yeah.
gone. I mean, now, I mean, yeah, I mean, when people say like, oh, she was a housewife and she was trying to get on Housewives for years, who wouldn't? It's an who wouldn't? I don't think that we should like fault these people for wanting to be on these shows, like,
Yes.
you know? But I
To
just
have goals and
selling your
dreams is a
soul
good
for Bravo the wrong way. And you're not
Right.
getting, you know, she's going to end up losing her spot here. She took her 15
Right.
minutes. And my thing is, if you're not in love, what I would hope that they'd be in love and be together now for putting people through, like,
Yeah, but I think they
put
should wait.
Tom, yeah, like I want Tom to be like, I was so in love that I couldn't see straight. That's why I did this. It's fucked me up that bad. That's why I turned into such a piece of shit. We are in love, and I was at the work, I was lonely. We were going to break up, and I fell in love with Raquel, and Raquel's in love with me. And guys, just please understand. And one day you'll understand. But then just saying, oh, I don't know, 9 months and destroyed my whole entire life. Destroyed my reputation. Now we're not gonna. Now we don't know. Maybe I was interested in his friend.
But they do have to wait. If they did it right now, it wouldn't even work out under all this pressure. It would be a total trauma bond. Okay,
Pressure.
so
about
there's a trauma bond. There's
Yeah.
trauma bonding. Everybody knows about trauma bonding, right? And they also have, though, now it'll have a chance to like come up off of the, oh, we're doing it in hiding, because that's an aphrodisiac too, the threat of you might get caught, right? So now they're out in the open. So that aphrodisiac is gone. The trauma bonding is over because now you're in the spotlight and have to heal. So if they are going to have a long-term relationship, I feel like they definitely are going to have to do this pullback and before they proceed forward. And I hope that at the reunion, they don't like, I hope that you're right. I hope they don't cave. I hope that it was worth it. I hope that they try to, maybe she'll end up, remember Eileen Davidson on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? And her husband, it was like the same kind of, they were both in relationships and got with each other, and they were both called, so it can't work out. They're still married to this day. So it can work out.
I mean, it can. I think, I feel like they're both relationship people. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time excusing like that all the time of it and like giving them a pass now when it was probably more stressful to sneak around. Now, it was the excitement factor, probably a big thing. And they didn't realize that it was all that too. Because how like it, like you get so excited, then you have it, you're like, oh crap. Christmas is over now. Christmas is over now.
Like that is like doing it in the car. Like anybody could walk up any minute.
You don't
like,
realize it.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Like 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they get so excited to see each other,
Yeah.
And they feel like they're in love.
He was so good. Oh my gosh. She just talked to him, told him everything. What's left for her? What questions do you want her to answer tomorrow, Krista? What questions?
I want to know when it started. I want to know what was going through their brains? Like, what were they think? Like, really? Like, were they really that in love that they couldn't stay away from each other until Tom figured out what he was doing? I mean, what was the deal? Like, why be so sneaky, and why be so sloppy with the messages and keeping 10 months or 8 months of messages? Why would you keep that on your phone? Like, did you not care there? I just want to know, like, what was going through their brains. I understand you're sorry, maybe that you got caught. I want to know what the end game was. They don't know anything. But what was your end game? You're planning on telling her eventually? Like, if you're in love, then I get it. But like, why for so long? Why not figure out what you have going on at home before you enter into another thing? Because there's a line that you cross that if something's going to happen. If you have feelings for somebody and you know that you have to stay away from them, you stay away from them. But like, what make that like? And then now you're worried, and now you're like, oh, I wonder why I do these bad things. Well, for 8 months, did you not say, this is awful? I feel like why don't we see this as wrong? This is something wrong with our moral compasses, because this is wrong, and we don't find anything wrong with it. But like, after that, I mean, then what? You just kept doing it. I just
right.
I get
and
it.
I mean, you know that more from her. And are you more concerned about Raquel's response than Tom's? Just as a woman, like how could she do that to another woman, a friend, or do you want to know these things from both of them?
I want to know from both of them, because they both, but they both had to look at Ariana at a lot and think like, this is bad what we're doing. Why don't we figure out what's going on? Let Tom let me break up with Ariana. He should just break up with her or something. I don't know. I mean, like I said, they don't really, neither one of us owe us shit. They don't owe us anything. But I feel like for 15 years, we were so shocked at this. That like, we were so shocked. So hard to understand. And that's why I feel like we want answers, because we were like, wow, Nobody saw this coming. And the people that did was probably production and the people like who run to the DM or run to the MA and the blind item. That's obviously I'm convinced it's production now because I feel like they see things and they know what makes money and what's going to cost money. They don't care about their soul, you know? So again, like, do they always
what
think
they might have saw?
no, but
You know what they might have saw, Krista?
what? Everything.
Was the way that Tom looked at Raquel when she got back to the divorce party and he stood up and moved out of the way.
What
Did you see
doing?
how he was looking across the thing to her?
See,
Is that why
now,
you think it was
like,
sooner?
now looking at it in a different lens, it's like now, oh my freaking God, do we see everything? But we would have never thought, but that would have, it still would have never dawned on me that was a thing. Never. I definitely do not think it would have. Because think about it, Ariana didn't even think anything, I don't think, about Raquel, because why would she still have her sleeping over? You know what I mean? I really believe that it didn't even cross their minds until maybe.
Right. Because she was so sweet and doe-eyed.
Not even that. Just like you don't expect. I don't know.
I don't know. And I still almost feel like part of what happened to Raquel, and I'm giving her a whole lot of outs because
you really are. I mean, I tried to.
Girl, if a girl really did this in IRL to me, there would be fights. There would be
I was
a
like
case.
thinking, like, think about it, girl. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? There would definitely be a case someplace.
But it's healthy to see all sides and try to see every side of it. So we're doing a good thing.
But I just don't like completely blaming her in an environment where this is the norm. And when I say this is the norm, just the atmosphere at Vanderpump Rules, sir, the whole everybody sweeping with the busboy, the waitress, the hostess, your boyfriend, my boyfriend, on your couch, in your car, at your grandmother's house, at the foot of her bed, wherever it is. They was getting it in, you know. Jackson is bathroom girl. You know, they were getting it in.
They're not. I mean, Jax, Jax was a
and Kristen slept with somebody else's boyfriend and she got to stay on the show. And that was her very best bona fide Witch of WeHo sister. And she got forgiven. Her and Jax, they said it was once, but I don't believe that. They're both freaking drunk ass liars. I know for sure they didn't only do it once.
No, it
for
was twice.
Sure.
They admitted twice.
You know, but she got forgiven. And that was held in for a long time.
I didn't forgive him. I'm the only one that probably didn't forgive him.
You didn't forgive him, or you didn't forget Kristen?
No, I forgave Kristen because I liked Kristen.
See, that's what I'm saying. People
Jax did a lot of shit, though. Jax did a lot more stuff, though. He expected Sandoval to be his friend after he fucked his girlfriend. You know what I mean? At least Kristen was like, I fucked up Stassi. I deserve to get hit. Jax was like, no, man, I'm still the number one guy in the group, man. I can sleep your girl.
And I don't want to hear from Jax. Want to stop hearing from Kristen. I don't want to hear from Jax. I don't want to hear from Stassi. I don't want to hear from them. You guys are gone for a reason. Ta-ta for now. TTFN. Bye-bye. Don't want to hear from you. Why are you pulling Jax out of the woodwork? Doesn't he have a baby? Where's Brittany? I'm like, aren't they in Tennessee? Don't they have a horse they could be riding? Why do we need to hear from the OG toilet seat himself, Jax?
To know why Andy thinks that he has to be on Watch What. Why is he bringing them on Watch What Happens Live? They're not on a Bravo TV show. Nobody gives a shit at Bravo what they think. And
I think Andy might just miss him.
I'm just going to watch it just so I can clown him the whole time. That's it.
Yeah, well, you tell me what he said because I'm not giving him.
I'm sure because I'm torturous.
Also, be like, I'm back. Look at all the views that I got because you saw freaking when Katie Maloney was on there, they had one of the highest Watch What Happened lives ever, but it was only so we could find out what she said. It was in the 800,000 for live views, just like that Vanderpump Rules last week was $1 million for live views on Vanderpump Rules. Never had that much of a freaking viewership. Everybody's invested.
Yep. And my views are up. My views are 3 times as much as they usually are with just that one, just the lives about it.
Just that one topic. See there?
Just the Vanderpump stuff. Yep. Just
they totally saved the show. The show was going kaput. How everybody was like, I like Vanderpump Rules now that everybody's married with children and doing their lives. Everybody was complaining when it first started. They were like, did they jump the shark? This isn't the same. Should they just get a reboot? And now we're like, oh, Vanderpump Rules is the best it's ever been because it's like season one. It's full of drama and infidelity and secrets and home wreckers. It's just season one all over again. And
See,
Sheena had it.
See, I feel the opposite. I was excited before I found it. I feel like this completely ruined it. I was so excited in the very beginning because I thought it was exciting again. And it was like, oh, wow, they found a way to incorporate everybody, you know, old, new.
Yeah.
And I feel like this ruined it because it's like, God, man, like, and now everything that we're watching is all bullcrap because now it's like,
Yes,
you know what I
that's
mean?
the
We
part.
can't be excited about any of it because we know what happened. And it's like, man,
Right.
you know, like nobody's going to want to shoot with them. Nobody's going to want. It's not like it was 13 years ago where they all worked together and they were young, and it was like, you know, that. I feel like this. Like, I don't want them fired. Hell no. It's definitely not a fireable offense. I don't agree with that, but like, I feel like nobody's going to hang out with them. If they're not going to be a relationship, I don't think she's going. I just feel like it ruins whatever good energy was going on. Is now maybe. After this season, oh yeah, now of course everybody's going to watch it. Now it's exciting for a different reason. It's literally it's inviting for a different reason. It's captivating for a different reason. And yes, it probably saved the show from literally if anything could have went wrong, this saved it. It could have been horrible. This saved it, unfortunately. But now I think next season it'll be like Ariana will have some time to heal. Katie, they'll have the sandwich. Like maybe they'll have like more of like a fun back to the stuff we had. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm like, this is my number one show. I've always been so emotionally invested in it. I used to have dreams about the stupid show. I used to have dreams I was on it. That's how much. And it was because of Sandoval.
Really?
I am, oh my God. I've hated JAX because of Sandoval, 50% of the reason for this amount of time. But I've also always loved Tom. He's never done anything. In my eyes, I said, Sandoval will never do anything wrong. And I swore to that. That's why I'm so messed up and so angry with him. Because I'm like, wow, I literally painted, as much as I hate JAX, I do hate him still. It doesn't change it. But it just makes me like, man, half the reason I hated JAX was because of you, on your behalf. And now I have to give him that a little bit, just a tiny bit. But I also said if the show doesn't get canceled, or if it got canceled before this season, I would have to spend 3 years convincing JAX that it was not because of him. Because he would say it got canceled because he wasn't on the show. And then I'd have to literally spend my energy convincing him otherwise. And then it didn't happen. And everybody's believed him. The show went on. And now they're giving him the jolly good, hey, JAX, you're right. And he's like, great. Oh, man. Oh, I'm back up again. And I'm like, do I have to spend 3 years convincing you that's not happening? No.
And he's totally not right.
I know. But
that's so crazy.
I need to get over it. I really do.
Sure.
We got bigger fish to fry. We have like Beverly Hills coming up.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so good. So freaking good. But I really appreciate you for doing this trailer drop and replaying what I sent you. That wasn't that perfect to go after the trailer drop because it kind of put like 3 things in context. But that was excellent, Krista.
Yeah, and I was like, does she want? I didn't know if I didn't want to share it. If you were going to share it, that's why I was trying to ask.
No, that's okay.
You really want?
That's okay. That's why I shared it. That's why I shared it. So we could all share it. We all have. There's enough to go around, darling. There's enough to go around.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, husband.
Thank you for calling and then and putting me back on track. I appreciate it.
No worries. I got you. But I'm gonna drop back down because I got life insurance to sell, so I gotta go.
Oh, girl, thank you for doing your lives too. By the way, like I really like I'm at nighttime and I'm like I know Large is probably on, and I always want to come on and jump on and like all, but I got to start like either sleeping later or like taking naps during the day and staying up late.
Well, whenever you come up, it's always a joy. Like how you came up last week, and that was awesome. So yeah, but whenever you do, I love it. I think Aaron's in the chat. What's good, Aaron?
Oh no, Aaron, no. And
Aaron D.
Aaron D. And then Renee. Renee will be at the show.
Renee.
Zach's show with us. Aaron.
Right on.
Awesome, awesome. Larger, I keep forgetting to ask you. Do you live on the East Coast or West Coast? I don't. You don't have to say exactly.
I'm in California.
That's
In
why I was
California.
like, I get confused. I'm like, I have to look at the time, and then I have to try to figure out if my time is the right thing when you're live.
Yeah,
Today.
it's
I'm like,
4:25 here.
okay. No, I know.
4:25 for sure, for sure. But I'll talk to you later about all the other stuff going on in the world, girl.
Yes,
I
the
definitely
world
have
is
to
a
talk to you about the other part. The other stuff is coming up.
yeah,
And
so much.
we got a special request to do that Kiki on my channel with girls.
Oh yeah,
And I would love like if you could be a part of that. And I think because Sarah and me and you and Nadi and like just like a girls Kiki panel, we could just talk about it all whenever,
we could
like a
do
couple
we
times
could do
a month
like
maybe.
karaoke
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love karaoke.
or
I don't
like
know how we can do
trivia,
on here and not get
give
a
away
strike
stuff.
though.
Hmm?
How can you do karaoke on here and not get a copyright strike?
I don't know. There's an app or something that I've seen people on here use where they pull it up together and like you can sing. I don't know. I think there's
Okay.
like some kind of app or like some kind of streaming thing. I'll have to.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out
I've
because
seen people
I
do
think
it.
I can sing
How fun
in
is
my
that?
own head. I think I can sing for sure.
And Bravo trivia. We could do Bravo trivia.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, we could just have fun
And Girl
and take
Kiki.
care of it all.
Yeah.
Yes, love everyone. Love everyone for
Yeah.
sure, Erin. She's so sweet.
Erin's like
She's like,
the best. Erin, I mean, I'm gonna have to pay Erin one day. Like
I
I
know,
have
right?
so many channels because Erin shares everybody's things, and I'm like, she doesn't have to, and she does. That's like she's such a good supporter.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have met
Exactly.
Nick for everybody that I did. Like, and
I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met so many. Yeah, you're right.
like I
Well,
found
wait,
channels because
this is
Erin's
from
like,
Up and Adam. I think the first, no, I saw you on Up and Adam's panel. That's where I met you,
yeah,
was Up and Adam. Yeah.
I can't
So
believe
thank
how.
God for Adam and Jason too. We got a
Yes.
whole YouTube vibe going. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna
I
tap
love
out. I'll talk to you
that.
soon. Well, thanks for all of this.
And everybody, I'm gonna put Large's. I'm gonna put Large's channel link in the chat. But yeah. Oh look, my girls that are coming to Philly with me. And then of course we have our security person. But and guys, so I know there's still people watching. Anybody else want to talk about Vanderpump? Sorry about that little stray off earlier, but whatever. I have. If you really want to get that deep, I literally can prove otherwise, girlfriend. But anyway, yeah, I feel like it's a healthy disagreement about Vanderpump, and like if we agree or disagree, like we know that it's our opinions, and like we understand that, and that's the way it works. Like, and not everybody's going to agree. And I feel, and I really honestly, I don't like to argue with people, but that was an argument that had literally nothing to do with Bravo. But I just don't want, I didn't want to call anybody out or point anybody out. I was just saying and making it clear that like, it's not fair to have to keep doing that. And, just be mindful when we speak. I'm the one who has to worry. I'm the one who goes live. I'm the weirdo that says inappropriate shit. Like I'm the biggest offender here. So I just, after 4 or 5 times, I just wouldn't keep asking people to do that. But anyway, so thank you, Larger, for coming up. That was awesome. And yeah, subscribe to Larger's channel. Hello, Twitter people, TikTok people, when I see you. Thanks for subscribing. I am like literally, when I look at my analytics, 95% of my new subscribers come from other platforms. So literally, when I post my thumbnails and put my link to my channel, post a link to my lives, and then I post these lives, I get subscribers every week. So, as much as I like pick on myself, the numbers do tell something. And I do ask for honest feedback, and I do get it. So, but again, thanks for coming, guys, and I will see you. What's today? Oh, tomorrow. Oh, wait. We still have to do a real Vanderpump recap tomorrow. Oh my God, Krista. Because this was not a recap, but tonight's the episode. And I'm pretty sure Jason's probably doing an after show with somebody other than me, not me. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the Vanderpump recap on my channel because I'm going to try to stay consistent. I know, I don't really want to hang up, guys. Like, there's people here. But nobody's really talking. Everybody's in the chat. I see people watching. I love you guys. And again, the new subscribers. People will not know when you join, even log into your YouTube, whether you know your channel or not, you're always a channel if you're on YouTube. Sometimes it will automatically make you like private and you have no idea. Why would you even care if you're private? It doesn't matter. But if you're private and you subscribe, I wouldn't be able to see your name. So that's why I can't personally thank every single person. But I see a lot of them and thank you. And I see where they're coming from because that's what the analytics do. So yes, please continue to subscribe, continue to share my stuff, continue to watch it, and please go on your platforms or podcast platforms. I know it sounds like another Housewives podcast, but I promise you it's a little bit of a deeper dive, and it's, basically that, but, with my great talented opinions and my lovely life experience thrown in there. Along with like the fact that my girl, Housewife of Storylands, does get tea that is basically new. It's tea that nobody else can get. And then even though it does get circulated around, she gets it first usually. And she knows some stuff. Kind of freaking me out. She's like almost like not human. I don't know how she finds stuff out. But that's our job, and I'm lying. I know where she finds stuff out. But just know that it's not just another Housewives podcast, okay? Everybody keeps saying that. It is just a little bit more of what we do on here. And we just wanted to not put it on YouTube. Again, other reasons, money reasons too. But like, it has to make money. Like, it has to have views and it has to stay relevant on the other podcast platforms for us to be anything, yeah. So that's why it's not on YouTube. Other stuff is, like I say, the Whose Side You On podcast originally was supposed to be in that spot and only on podcast things, but as everybody knows, I didn't do that and I kept it here. And then BravoCon came, and that's how this all happened. So please subscribe. Please understand, I know my communication's off. I'm working on it. I'm literally embarrassed that I never took it seriously until now. But hey, better late than never. Love you guys. Thanks for coming back. Erin, you're the best. And I cannot wait until April 27th. Literally, Ariana and Brett gave me, I got so excited saying that. I was like, oh my God, we're going to get naked and wasted, right? That means that. All right, love you guys. Bye.